Welcome to RFC Diaspora, where we talk to those who are living abroad, outside the shore of Nigeria, discussing with us about faith, family, finance, and fitness. How we live and really experience God in our lives in the foreign land. Remember, I talked about James writing to those who are scattered abroad, the Jews then. So we are also scattered abroad, and we are believers in Christ Jesus, Nigerians or from African descent. Uh, this has been good. We've been having a lot of stuff going on under this diaspora discussion. I would like you to subscribe and then share. Please subscribe. Just go down there. You'll see Reverend Tunde Amosun. Just subscribe there so that every time this is available, you can enjoy it. And please also share it with others. If you know anyone, help us share the good, because this is good for those who are abroad. Just to encourage your faith, help your family, and then also to see that you keep fit and then your finance running quite well. So let's get to this subject. We want to talk about something that is beautiful today. And see, when you live abroad, you notice that even the family life is not the same as down here. We are in Nigeria. Where you are right now, you are here in the country where you are right now, outside the shore of Nigeria, and you notice that the family life, you just can't do anything you like. There's one particular word that runs rampant in Africa is might. It's right. That means the mightier you are, the more you have right. But over there, where you are, right is mighty. When you know you're right, can be mightier. Now, you notice that in the Western world, particularly, they have all these things about women and children and rights and code and marriage, that kind of thing. You wonder why they have all those policies and regulations and stuff that want to keep family apart, want to make things difficult, as you think, coming from an African, perspective. And so you wonder how you're going to cope. Now, if you're already married, you're thinking of getting married, you have children, you have to know what to do. So today, that's what I call the best rule for your family. What's the best rule you can do in your family living outside the shores of Nigeria, living abroad? You see, this is where the problem is. Usually here, we have a lot of traditions and all kinds of dogmas to run. Husband, wife, like slaves, and children, like kind of just do anything we like. But the Bible has given us what to do in some of these areas. And I want to give you the best rule for family life. You're going to have family that's going to be interesting, that police won't be disturbing you, authority won't be going after you. You want to have your children with you, you want to have your spouse living together. There's this best rule you must keep. You just can't say, this is my right, responsibility, and oppress the other person. Unlike Nigeria, they can call authority on you. They can, But nobody will call authority on you when you apply this best rule. And what's that? Let's go to chapter 13, the book of Romans, verse 8. He said, let's read it over there. He said, owe nothing to anyone, I'm reading from New Living Translation, except your obligation to love one another. If you love your neighbor, you will fulfill the requirement of God's law. For the commandment says you must not commit adultery, you must not murder, you must not steal, you must not covet. This and other such commandments are summed up in this one commandment. Love your neighbor as yourself. Love does no wrong to others. So love fulfills the requirement of God's law. Now, isn't this quite wonderful? I remember my first time traveling abroad, and I would like to cross the road, and I'll see these markings on the road, and I'll see, I just wonder, cars will stop, people will pass. It's not like that in our country, Nigeria here. So I noticed that the pedestrians can cross the road, and the cars will stop. You wonder why? That's the law of love in operation. That's what we are noted for as Christians. The law of love gives strength to the weak. The strong serve the weak. Jesus said, among you as the one who serve. He that we're going to be great must be servant of all. That is what matters here. That's what I want you to understand. If you understand this, it'll go a long way. So if you are going to get ahead where you are right now, abroad, you have to know how to practice Romans 13 verse 10. Love does no wrong to others. So love fulfills the requirement of God's law. So if you want to get along with your family, love your spouse, love your children. Wow, that's it. It's as simple as that. That's the best rule for your family. If you love a child, don't call police on you. If you love your wife, you will not make life miserable, whereas you have to get authority after you. Just apply the law of love. If you apply the law of love, it'll make all the difference in your family. I want to challenge you to live a life of love. If you live a life of love, life will be much more easier for you. That you'll be able to have a wonderful home. But if you want to be selfish, contentious, and aggressive, and domineering, your family won't survive there. In Nigeria, you can get away with it. In Africa, you can get away with it. But not over there. It just won't work. There's a limit to how far you can drag people and drive people. So love your kids, love your wife, love your husband, serve one another in love. We just read, it said, owe no one anything except to love. So make love your great debt you owe those who are around you, starting from your family to the rest of the world. Love. Love seeks the best of others. Love does not only focus on his own or our own interests, he wants the best for others. And when you want the best for your wife, it's going to just go up. It won't leave you. When you plan the best and seek the best for your kids, their life will go around and they will really celebrate you. But if you just want to be selfish and do your own thing and oppress others, it won't go very far. Let's look at what love is all about. Let's read in 13th chapter of 1 Corinthians. We just read from New Living Translation. Listen to this. It says from verse 4, love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous or boastful or proud or rude. Does not demand its own way. It's not irritable and keeps no record of being wronged. Does not rejoice about injustice, but rejoices wherever the truth wins out. Love never gives up, never loses faith. It's always hopeful and endures through every circumstance. Prophecy and speaking in tongues, special knowledge will become useless, but love will last forever. Love will last forever. Love will last forever. You want a lasting home, lasting family, lasting marriage, lasting parenting? The children will thank God and the children's children will thank you. Just walk in love. Do love. Practice love. Make love your greatest aim, and the rest will be easier for your family. If you don't do that, you can have a lot of troubles. Sacrifice is part of love. So when you love, respect is part of love. Agreement with another is part of love. Being disagreeable and contentious is not part of love. Let's practice love. Where you are right now, it can be difficult to do your own thing and just oppress others. So let's love. As you love, life gets better. Thank you for listening.